So, this is one of those posts. Hi, I'm Rad. Over the years, I've learned a lot of things. One is a lot of people have never really seen me angry in a long time. Mainly because it's really hard to, after you understand that feelings are, everything is a transition of energy, and if you stop giving people that energy, they start acting ways. So if you always embrace someone, when you see someone and you smile every time, that smile changes everything. It changes the perception. But if you don't smile and then you're in your mood and then something happens, the first two times they'll be like, "Yo, are you okay?" After that, they'll be like, "There's some kind of issue between the two of you." It's the energy. It's literally about transfer of energy. It's a concept of, if you continuously show that energy, you get the energy back. And the reason why I got out of the entire whole angry thing and showing my emotions on my face and, hey, wait, hold on, I was gonna, actually, no, yeah, I'm smart. Never mind. For the glasses moment. The reason why I actually got into that is because I got tired of telling people, hey, I'm okay. Because I'm always like happy, but I used to let my emotions show. But then I just got tired of people asking me what's wrong. And it wasn't even like it would be days on end. It would be literally something slips in my mind. And then I literally think about it, or used to stress. Like, people stress these days. Like, I stress these days. But back in the day, I used to stress. Like, that thought process wouldn't leave me. And I would try to get that out. But I got tired of people asking me what's wrong, because I always used to walk around with a smile. Sorry, the glass is not really fitting in properly. They're going to fall off because I got to do it more. I got to go like this after. Yeah. So, just preparing for it. So, yeah. I realized people just wanted to see the happiness, and then through the process of continuously just smiling through whatever, I realized people just like the energy I bring, that I'm always smiling, making them smile, and it just makes their day, and in return they make my day. We have a moment of interaction that just literally, that's what happened that day, and we'll remember that. And it's just a simple little interaction. It's not even like a long 10 minutes, just a simple, hi, how you doing, a little 1-2 joke, whatever. That's it. It's just, that's what got me into not showing my emotions. You wouldn't see my emotions on my face. I will always be smiling. And then I realized through time how many people are in their feelings, and what happens, people get stuck in their mind. So they're sitting there. So when you don't come in with that same energy or whatnot, they're already in a bad place. If you don't come in with good energy and they don't have good energy, the conversation is short. But if one person just tries and just notice something, you don't have to point it out that, oh, you look like you're going through something. Just come in, make them smile, make a joke, greet them with a smile. It'll give some of your energy off to them, even if you don't have that. Through a process of elimination, I realized there's not a lot of things in this world that can really break you. There's a lot of things that you go through. So in this world, you give more energy than you actually need, because you have an endless amount of energy. If you keep giving energy out and you don't have anything left, trust me, I'd be done already, because, I just keep going. The energy is there because there's an endless amount. People think that you have to fill your cup, this and that. No. If your cup is understood off of a limitless amount of flow, and that flow never stops, what cup is there? It's a stream that leads into a river, that leads into the ocean. So, with all that, it's just, people don't understand. If you just change the way you think, you can actually get out of your mind of being depressed about things, because then you start realizing everyone's going through something. And then you start noticing little things about people, and noticing things about how everyone reacts in this world. And what's come to my attention is, I'm fucking annoyed. Like, shit, holy fuck. Like, what the Yo, honestly, I'm not running out of energy for that, like, any kind of thing. Like, I'm actually okay with all that shit. But the one thing that really annoys the shit out of me is, there was moments in time in between where I would think about shit. And the thing is, even though you're always in a constant balance with just being in a good mood, if you don't understand that you gotta feel the good and the bad, you have to feel all ranges. You can't constantly be happy all the time and think good thoughts. You have to have different thought processes. I'm known for thinking about the worst situations and thinking about the worst outcomes of everything. So I plan for that and then go to the best. But then the way my mind works, I have these thought processes by myself because I know if I think about it, I'm going to have a straight face. And just me having a straight face, walking in, people be like, yo, there's something wrong with you. No, they're just used to me smiling all the time. And that's what bugs me, is because I can't even have a single fucking thought process anymore. Because if I just have a straight face and they see the straight face right before I see them, and like they see me, I see them, but I just have a straight face, so it's just a moment too late. Whew. Honestly, I got energy. Do I got tolerance? No, because now it's even like, it's like a thought process is just, it can be put out into the world. People are just like, you're not allowed to feel like this. What the fuck you talking about? You're not allowed to explore your whole range of emotion, your thought process, think about good, bad, everything. Even when you're working towards something, you're always gonna have that thought process, even in the best place. If you're at the top of the world and you don't wonder what's happening underneath and how people are feeling right there, you're never gonna stay at the top of the world. What are you talking about? I don't understand how this world works. It's the moment of just to yourself that people can't even have these days. Like, I get transfer of energy and everything, but there's also times when people just want to be left alone. And I can sense that. And there's times when I go in and I try and I realize it's not one of those days, but I still leave them with a smile, but I don't push it too hard because I know it's not that time. You know what? Give it a couple weeks, they're going through something, whatever, let them go. I pay attention that much to people, but people can't even take a moment and be like, yo, this guy's probably thinking about something else, but every time he sees me and makes eye contact, he smiles. But he's thinking about something. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't like me. He's just faking it. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't understand what goes on in this world, because, like, it's not like people can't even have thought processes without people judging them. And then when you give commitment to one side or the other, or if you stay neutral, this is the only time you can stay neutral and be peaceful. If you have a thought process on someone else's thought process and say nothing, because that's their thought process, you're fine. But if you pick one way or the other on a thought process, what is your thought process? How does your mind function? How do you relate to reality? How does that work out? How do you think your brain works? If you have this range where you never go back and forth and realize that you got to think about everything, this world's not all, I was going to say Guns N' Roses, but I was going to say that's basically what it is. This world is Guns N' Roses, but this world is not all sunshine and lollipops. It's fucked up. So to be in this constant state of, oh, the best of best, and to never ever be like, oh, I'm never going to think about anything in the past. Why do we have fucking memory if we're not supposed to remember things that will actually build our character to go in the future? And most people don't go visit the memories in a state like, most people are like, oh, that memory's dead and buried. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna dig that up like every 4 or 5 years, see how my character thinks about that fucking memory and how that moment meant, and what if I see anything different. Because if I do, then there might be some character development. If I don't, okay, that moment's set in stone. Okay, and that's all that is. But these days, people will be like, oh, you think different than me. Oh, you like to think back? I don't like to look back. Why? I'm driving. Look, side views for people that want to be on the side doing some dumb shit. For the rear view, for me to see some dumb shit from the past. I have my vision in the front. I'm focused on what's going on in front, but I have side views to see what's going on around me at the moment, and rear view to analyze the back. What's coming up behind me? It's a simple thought process. And I think that's what bugs people when they try to be in a good mood and they have that thought process. And then people are like, what's wrong and whatnot. It's just people don't like to be questioned. If you try to be in a good mood and someone keeps pushing you like that, like, I have jokes, so I'll put you in your place. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, this is for a lot of people that are trying to be in a good mood. I understand when people piss you off just by doing stupid shit for no reason that they don't even have to do. Just be like, oh, I know what's going on. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Yo, honestly, I'm trying to be different. Why are you trying to be like everyone else? I don't understand any of this shit. I do, but then I'm not smart no more. Yo, don't I look like Mr. Egghead? Yo, actually, I'm a bit of a